Will you two just work together? Welcome back to Man the Helm. Today we're going to talk about getting our hands synced up. It's one of the hardest things that I've struggled with. I got a couple exercises for you today that I think will help. But if you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, liking this video, commenting down below, even if it's a bad comment or a mean comment or a disrespectful comment. I'll take them all. Anyway, I've got a couple exercises here for you that have really helped me out. So let's get right into it. So what exactly is happening here? Well, we're taking the G major scale and we're sequencing out those notes. Now, we can think about the sequence in a group of 4. So we're just going to start from the 3rd fret, which is our root note for G major, and we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go to the 2nd note and start that next group of 4. So we're going to go from that A, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3rd note, B, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th note, C, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th note, D. We can think about it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then as we move up the scale, we're playing those same 7 notes again, but just, you know, the octaves of those. So once we get past that first octave, back at G right here, same thing. Same thing up the octave. And all the way back down. It's a pretty cool, effective way to kind of get something that's somewhat musical, but, you know, still kind of an exercise to get those hands synced up. Next one I have for you is based out of C major. So this time we're going to be starting on the 8th fret of our low E. And the way we can think about this is we're still kind of like playing I guess, I don't want you to think about this one as sequencing notes in a particular order. We're skipping notes and kind of like playing them out of order is really what this exercise is for. So let's check it out. So the way we can think about this is we're going to skip every other note. So we can think about this and we're playing like intervals of these thirds that we're kind of playing back and forth with. 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 5, 4 to 6, 5 to 7, 6 to 1. And all we're doing at that point after we kind of cycle through that first one is playing the same notes just up in the octaves that we're playing. So the next lick that I have for you is based out of every guitar player's favorite scale, the E minor pentatonic. But the way we're going to do this, kind of like the first lick we did, we're going to sequence these notes in groups of 6 this time. This just kind of gives you a little bit of variant that you can kind of go back and forth between. We're going to play the first 6 notes if we were descending down that minor pentatonic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to start on that B string now and play the same thing, but I'm going to be sequencing in 6 notes again. Throwing a little bend up there just to make it a little sassy. So whole thing all together. Start to speed that lick up a little bit. You start to have those cascading runs like that Eric Johnson-ish sort of thing. All right, these next 2 are going to be from one of my favorite guitar players. It's no secret if you guys have been paying attention. I am really, really into Andy Wood. He pretty much is the epitome of what I want to be in a guitar player. He has such good control with his left and right hand. He has such a sync about those hands too. It's not even funny. So I figured I'd show you some of his licks. So I'm just going to show you the heads of some of these licks. Not the whole lick, not the whole song, anything like that, but just 2 that I think are really, really good for that like left and right hand synchronization. This first one is from Forgotten Secrets. So this is a really interesting lick, and it takes a little bit of practice to get down because the way that he plays it is, I'm still struggling with this song in some aspects because there's a certain way that he kind of picks these and you know, controls these. But let's check out Forgotten Secrets real quick, that main line that he does. So he's kind of like slipping and sliding, but then he's choosing when to like alternate pick. It's not really an alternate picking thing he's doing right here. And that right there, he's not barring this on the 14. He's hitting both of those, one with his middle finger and one with his ring finger, at least from what I can tell. That was such a hard song for me to even try to get down. It's one of those that like I still have to work at every day, and I think that's really important, and I like to show some of my students these licks because, you know, if it's something you got to like focus on, you're still not 100% there yet. So it's good to kind of get those licks down. Once you start getting that, you know, idea of that like it's a really weird picking pattern that he does right there, but it forces you to have to like sync your hands up a little bit and really focus. And the last one I have from Andy Wood, again, is from the newest single that he put out off of Charisma called Free Range Chicken. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you probably saw me trying to fumble through that. It's still not 100%. I'm still playing it at like 15, 20 BPM lower than what the song was actually recorded at. But this is one of those that like that left and right hand, you know, syncing up is so key, and I've been using this as like a practice routine to really hammer that idea home. So we're kind of playing up in like that E minor-ish area, but we're not playing E minor. We're playing, it's kind of like a D major thing. Like that's such a, you've got to have such a good control over that. So let's break it down slow. start to kind of get that picking pattern down and you know, really start to hammer that home, you'll start to get this like kind of rolling effect that, you know, you can kind of have that Andy's really, really good at, that whole like. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys got some value out of this. If you guys are looking for tabs or anything like that, I will have all of those linked down below in the show notes. You can check out the tabs for all of these, and we'll check you guys on the next video.